What's going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel. We're jumping back into the Texans/Oilers franchise today, and we're starting off with a player re-signing in defensive tackle Rick Carr, the 88 overall superstar. We actually brought him back on a pretty expensive deal over 5 years. His deal is actually worth $51.8 million over 4 years, so he's making over $12 million per year. And sorry, I think I might have said 5 years, but it's a 4-year contract. Either way, this is a really solid contract, I think, because we just have a lot of cap space and we might as well lock up the guys that have been good for us. And bringing back an 88 overall D tackle that's been very good for this team is one of the best moves that I think we could make at this point with our contract negotiations. Now, I'm also prepared to lock up Kerry Crisp for a long time because I think by the end of this season, he's going to be a superstar, if not an X factor. So I'm going to lock him up to probably like a 4 or 5 year deal and probably honestly overpay him, by quite a bit. So right now, he's only asking for close to $5 million per year. I'm gonna increase that to 5.5 at least. We don't need to pay him that much, in my opinion, but I want him locked up for a long time, so we're gonna give him at least the 20. You know what? I'm gonna do right by him. I'm gonna try to make this a $30 million offer flat, and we're gonna guarantee a lot of it. I think that he's gonna be a fantastic player for the long term of this franchise, and I want to do right by Kerry Crisp, so we're gonna go ahead and offer him this, and he should accept. He does. He's happy to sign and continue to play for the organization. Now, with that re-signing done, though, it is interesting to note that we have a lot of negotiations for this season. A lot of these guys that came in the same draft class with Nick Biggs, Jeff Eppard, Patrick Pierce, JoJo Stanton, Lee Harrington. I mean, the list goes on here. I'll scroll through all the players. We have plenty of players that we need to negotiate with this year. None of them, I think, are going to draw crazy amounts of money, but some things that I think are worth noting. I also feel like I may have overlooked the fact that Aaron Rodgers is on this team, and I brought him in as veteran depth. I literally cannot remember if I covered that for you guys, but he was out here at 40 years old, and I was like, this guy makes a lot of sense to bring in as a guy that has been elite in this league and can teach Nick Biggs a thing or two. And they're similar style quarterbacks. I know Nick Biggs is a little bit more of a scrambler. He's a lot faster, but he's not really like a scrambling quarterback. He's a mobile quarterback like Aaron Rodgers. He only goes outside of the pocket when he has to, and he goes outside of the pocket to open up passing lanes. So that's something that I did want to mention there because I was going through editing equipment, making sure these guys looked right, and I was like, I don't really think I ever covered the fact that we brought Aaron Rodgers in, so wanted to put that in there. Now, in today's video, we are going to be hopping into this Lions game, and I'm going to try to cut it up and get you all the highlights from this game, from the entire game, so it should be an entertaining one. I'll see you guys in there, and hopefully we can advance to 3-1. Our division is currently sitting tied with the Jaguars, who are 2-1. The Titans and Colts are both 1-2. I think we have a really good chance here to just kind of, bolster our record so far, and with that Jaguars game coming up at the top in Week 6, followed by a bye week, I think we really stand to set ourselves up for a very nice run here in the beginning/middle part of the season. I figure we might as well do a little bit of scouting of the Lions before we hop into this game. I'm actually kind of quite surprised that they are 2-1 at this point in the season. I don't know what's happened in their first 2 games, but this is not a very talented team in terms of their overall or anything of that nature. It's not a bad team per se, but their quarterback is 76 overall Daniel Jones. I don't know what happened to him, but he's not a giant and he hasn't really progressed much. They do have this young guy Adam Callaway that would be an interesting prospect to see if he ever gets in the game or anything like that, but they really don't have a whole lot else in terms of elite talent or anything of that nature. Their offensive line isn't the greatest in the world. They do have Frank Ragnow, who's the best center in the league, but outside of that, not too much. And I think that this is a game where we can probably, ground and pound. Their D-line isn't the best in the world right now. Their linebackers aren't great, and their defensive backs are not bad, honestly, but it's a pretty similar team all around, like high 70s, low 80s, so I think this should be a good game for us. All right, and we're here. We're going to be playing in Detroit. I can't remember. You guys might actually be able to see. I think we might be home here, or away rather. No, we're home. What am I talking about? So we do have this dome stadium that I selected for the Oilers. That is a pretty nice stadium, if you ask me. I think that it's one of the best lit stadiums. Like, you get the best lighting in it. Really good for pictures on players and stuff, screenshots and whatnot. I can't wait. Let's go ahead and jump into this game. All right, we will be starting out today on defense. Interestingly enough, they're going to be trying to go spread formation here on offense early. We'll see if we can't shut that down. It's a good way for them to get the ball running. Maybe that's part of why they've been successful on offense. You guys can see DeAndre Swift is having a pretty solid year with about 4 yards per carry and a touchdown so far, 200 yards. Not really the greatest, but through 3 games, can't complain about that. We're going to go ahead and come out here. We're probably just going to run some base defense type of stuff and see if we can't stop them. DeAndre Swift. I would imagine DeAndre Swift is like the focal point of the offense for this Lions team at this point. I mean, in that RDFL league, I kind of built the team around DeAndre Swift. I was actually kind of shocked whenever I found out that the guy that took over for that team traded him away, because that was just crazy to me. But that Lions team looks real interesting right now in that league. That one's going to be Goodrich on the tackle. They have not come out much in any heavy formations. We will come out in a 3-4 this time. I'd like to bring the safety down because of how... Yeah, there we go. Turk. Oh, I was not able to get over there. And a missed tackle. I know, we are able to catch up to him. Swift with a nice job breaking the one tackle that he needed to in order to pick up that first down. I thought we were going to have a good opportunity to drop him near the line of scrimmage, and we were unable to do so. Let's go ahead and shift the defense over. Force Daniel Jones to have his first incompletion of the game. That is his first pass of the game. It seems mostly like they're just going to be running the ball, so good coverage there. You guys will see in this game that we did I would say, a nice job. And what are they doing passing-wise? I didn't know Detroit's offense was like this. Like all spread formation type of stuff. That's kind of crazy. You'll notice that the equipment has been upgraded for this team quite a bit. We are looking more modern now, not as many Revos and like traditional looking helmets and whatnot. Mostly modern, Nike thigh pads and knee pads and whatnot. All right, so coming out on offense here is going to be Nick Biggs. Let's see what the quarterback can do. He is going to be due up for a contract. He is having a pretty solid season, 815 yards, 5 touchdowns, and 2 ints. We are going to be looking to, get those numbers up even further, but really solid season so far by him. I think that we want to start off with a nice trap play and see if we can't get the ground game going early here. Kerry Crisp does a nice job. Better blocking by the offensive line than anything. Kerry Crisp had a lot of room to run there on that one. Picks up 11 on the first play of the game. First play of offense for us, I should say. Good blocking by the offensive line. Got caught up on a guy. Not going to gain a lot there. Kerry Crisp with 290 yards and 3 touchdowns so far on the season. So a little bit better of a performance on the season from him than from DeAndre Swift. Ooh, and a nice catch by Albert O. I was risking it there by throwing that one because there was a linebacker sitting over the middle right there. I was really just hoping that Nick Biggs could throw it over his head, and he did a really solid job of getting that one where he needed to. I just gotta take a second and complain about Madden's blocking schemes. I just don't understand why. Like, this is a double team. The linebacker's sitting to the left. Why is it not number 62 going off to block the linebacker and number 53 holding up this man in the center? Any offensive line coach knows you double up to the linebacker. I mean, I get it. It's kind of like a run to the right, but that's not how you're supposed to do. He leaves so early, and the linebacker's on the left side. I apologize for complaining, but I just wanted to highlight this here. If the linebacker's on the left, then the guy blocking on the left goes up and gets him. We did have our man break open there on the bench pivot, just didn't have quite enough time to get the ball off. One thing that I want to note is our right tackle is injured again, so that is starting to become a common theme. Oh, and an overthrown ball there by Nick Biggs. That's going to be an interception. That's going to be a pick six. Good play there by the defense. I don't know what caused that overthrown ball by Biggs. I'm going to have to go in there and take a look to see what happened there. So Nick Biggs here drops back to pass. He's completely unpressured. And I don't know. I mean, that's not really catchable by Jack Hayes. He just completely floats it over his head. Nick Biggs with an inaccurate play there, leading to 7 points the other way. And we're going to go down by a touchdown here with 4 minutes left in the first quarter. Maybe it was Madden. Madden probably heard me complaining about its blocking schemes. Decided, nope, you're getting a nice interception there. Good little throw by Biggs. Comes out firing. Bounces back from that early interception. I think we just run this one. Let's go ahead and switch it to a dive. Good blocking up front. Crisp. I tried to make a move with him. He's going to get some extra yards, though, fighting for it. 4 rushes for 35 yards. He gets us up over the 50-yard line very quickly. Let's go ahead and hand it off to him again and see if we can't just keep pounding this rock down the field. Oh, and a completely missed block by number 87. I don't know who that was that time. It looked like our backup tight end. And Todd, who is the fullback, getting in and getting a rushing rep. Hold on, I gotta check that. Yeah, Andy Todd, the fullback, for some reason getting rushing reps. I guess he's in as the third down back. I'm not sure how that worked out. I think Jalen Samuels is supposed to be that guy. I mean, how can I complain when he got like 11 yards, though? All right, I see you, fullback. Fullback gonna get some burn in this game, I guess. Oh, we got our man open. Come on, just hit him. What it? Madden. Why? Oh, my goodness. An underthrown ball. What is going on here right now? Another interception here by Nick Biggs. Let's take another look at this one. So Nick Biggs rolls out to the right, sets his feet, and just throws it, like, behind him. Like, what are you... Why are you not leading your receiver? I don't know. I don't know what's going on there. Inaccuracy today from Biggs, and it is absolutely costing us. Big hit there by Justin Reed, but another 11 yards gained by DeAndre Swift. So this offense, if they just keep the ball on the ground, they're going to have a good day against us. Honestly, all things considered, because our team has been doing a pretty poor job of maintaining possession of the football. Luckily, it's only a 7-0 game right now, so that's not to say we can't get back into this one, but it's going to be a fight for us to try to come back today. That'll take us down to the end of the first quarter. We are down, as I mentioned, 7-0. Ooh, and a beautifully timed hit there. Knocks the ball free, and they were unable to pick up the first down, unable to hang on to that one. Really nice play there by Justin Reed. Justin Reed has been having a really solid day today and a nice hit on Daniel Jones. Luckily for us, Daniel Jones has not been able to find his targets either today. So he's got one completion, and the only production points-wise for the opponent has been from a pick six. So yes, we've been hurting ourselves with the turnovers, but if we can just simply score on this drive, we can tie this game up. We need to control the ball. It's looking like we essentially need to just keep it on the ground for the most part, and if we do pass, it's going to need to be short. Carry Crisp up to 39 yards today, picks up 5 on the first run of the drive. And I really would like to be able to throw the ball quite a bit, but I just don't think we're going to be able to. I'm going to go ahead and run this one. Oh, I probably could have gotten away with going further upfield. Looks like our receiver Callahan is going to go down with an injury. That's unfortunate. We do have a lot of depth at wide receiver right now, though. Kerry Crisp fighting for some more yards, getting close to 50 yards on the day. I accidentally selected to keep Callahan in, but that's okay. Like I said, we have a ton of depth, so I'm not really worried, per se, about losing a receiver. Okay, you can't miss this target. Oh my gosh! What on earth is going on with this quarterback? He's just not throwing to the route. This is supposed to be out towards the sideline, and watch where he throws this ball. Sets his feet, and instead of throwing the ball right here, he throws the ball up there. I'm very, very confused by what's going on here. Like, this is as open as you can get. If you just put this ball to the right, nobody can touch it. I'm confused. Nick Biggs having one of the worst days of his career yet. And a good run stuff there. They do pick up 3 and bring up a 3rd and 2 situation. We're going to go man coverage and bring guys down close to the line of scrimmage to try to stop this. I thought I had him. What type of dive is that? What is Madden doing to me right now? Oh my gosh. I thought I had him stopped in the backfield. He makes a nice little move to go over to the right, and then the one guy that had a chance to tackle him and probably could have caught him from behind just inexplicably dives. Oh man, we're killing ourselves right now. Guys, we got to come back in a big way. This is the worst game of Madden I may have played in a long time. We absolutely need something to break our way. And you know what? To be honest with you, we don't need to try to do too much. It's still only a 14-point game. We came out on defense first, so we get the ball at half. If we can just keep it together for a little bit, maybe score a touchdown here, we can keep it close. All right, we have our man open. He's still underthrowing it. The receiver shouldn't have to turn around like that. What's going on with him today? Man. I don't know. Maybe I don't know. Maybe I'm doing something wrong. Kerry Crisp, breaking tackle, gets the first down. He is now at 50 yards. I mean, Kerry Crisp is running the ball well. So, at this point, even missing those short throws, yeah, here we go. I literally shouldn't even be passing the ball at this point in the game. Kerry Crisp up to 75 yards. I should have just done this earlier. I don't know about a power O here. I kind of like the idea of just doing a halfback lead, maybe to the right side. Great blocks. Gonna get called for a hold. Steele did get a nice run. But yeah, that's going to be a hold. Not going to help our prospects here of running the football. That's going to bring us back to a 1st and 17. That's going to be Todd getting called for the hold, the fullback. All right. I'm going to try it. He didn't miss it. He didn't miss it. Oh, he hit Albert O and almost scored the touchdown. Okay, okay, that's making me feel a little bit better. We are going to... We're going to go goal line. And we're just going to try to halfback dive up the middle with Steele. I think we can make it happen. Oh, yeah, good blocking. Steele goes under the pile. Yeah, I think they gave him the touchdown, but there's a flag on the play. Looks like another holding penalty by our tight end room. Yep, holding. Peter Whalen is the man on the call. Okay, so that takes us back to the 12-yard line. I still think I run the football because it's 1st and goal. Kerry Crisp gets us down to the 6, so he picks up half of that yardage pretty easily on his own. And I think we just run the ball. I think we run the ball until they prove they can stop it. Beautiful blocks, and Kerry Crisp into the end zone cuts the lead to 7. Clearly a pass. I do want to watch Jones just in case he decides to try to take off. Oh, man, and man, left open. I tried to get over there, and that's going to be a touchdown before half. Almost no time left on the clock. I'll bring you guys back in if we can do anything here, but I don't know. All right, well, I'm going to record this regardless just to see what happens, but we are going to try to move the ball downfield. We're going to go with the screen play, and they just left it open. Kerry Crisp is going to get us over the 50-yard line, and in territory that we could put some points on the board here and reclaim the 7 points that we just allowed. Oh man, hit as we throw. Unlucky there. I feel like there's a good opportunity for us here though. I think Albert O might get open, if I'm being honest. Just possession catch. We do have timeouts. Beautiful throw. Nick Biggs just needs to keep us in it here. Slot out. I'm okay with running this play. Arrington one-on-one. Should we try to toss it up, or maybe Jack Hayes on the outside? Nope. Dump it off. Incompletion. I'll take that. Screenplay worked once already. Or maybe I should go for a run. I think I could get a lot of yards on a run if I tried it. And another good screenplay. Our line blocks really well on screens. I'm thinking maybe we should make that a bigger part of our game, especially since Nick Biggs doesn't have, obviously, the best accuracy in the world. 17 seconds left on the clock here, though, and a good opportunity for us to maybe punch this in for a score. Can we do it with our legs? No, but we have an open receiver, and he catches the touchdown. Let's go. That's going to be Callahan, number 86, catching that touchdown. And again, cutting the lead to 7 before half. We will get the ball at half with an opportunity to tie this game up. Well, I simulated the extra point thinking that was automatic, and what can go wrong will go wrong. We've missed the extra point and we're down by 8 instead of 7. So we will come out here in the second half with a good opportunity to make something happen, especially if Kerry Crisp can just dodge defenders. This could be a career game for Kerry Crisp. We'll see what happens the rest of the way here, but already up to 113 yards on the day. I like the idea of going play action here. Maybe it's a foolish move. Maybe not. Just dump it off. And he misses his man. He was under pressure that time. I can't fault him too much for that one. Why? Oh, man. I keep forgetting that on this version of Madden, and we're on the 46, I think it's territory we go for it. I really do. The problem with this Madden is that everybody just runs into each other, and I hate it. Everybody's always running into each other. As you guys could see there, thank God we got a good catch there, but everybody's just getting bumped off their routes constantly. 4 receptions, 96 yards. I know we're abusing Albert O at the moment, but You gotta do what you gotta do when you put yourself in a hole like this. There's just not a whole lot of other option, and that's the plain truth of it. I think we can get, if we can accurately throw the ball. Oh man, single back Y stick. Nah, see, I don't even like that. Can I just go zone weak? Flip it to the strong side, honestly? Yeah, just zone to the strong side. Jalen Samuels is going to power his way in for the touchdown in relief. And that is maybe going to tie the game up. Let's go ahead and give it our best shot. I think we put the ball in the hands of Kerry Crisp. If our center gets a block, this game is tied. Unfortunately, not a good blocking performance there by the O-line, and we are now down 21-19, though that is only a 2-point lead for the other team. Unfortunately, Natani Muti looks like he's getting a potentially serious injury. And Rick Carr comes up big with a nice stop. We got to find a way to get this forced field goal. It's our only chance, honestly, at this point. Come on, pick everybody up. There's a man open. Good tackle. Brings him down at the 3. They're going to try to go up the middle. I mean, on the outside, we just gotta try to stop them from getting a run. Easy run. And nice goal line stuff. We are going to force the field goal and give ourselves an opportunity here to try to win this game. We're going to have over 4 minutes. Halfback toss crack could work. Good blocks. Can Kerry Crisp get to the end zone? He makes a nice juke, fights for some extra yardage, and gets down to the 9-yard line. 156 yards for him today. And let's honestly go. Jack Hayes has not had his number called yet today. We're going to put Jack Hayes on a slant and try to hit Jack Hayes. Or not hit Jack Hayes. We're going to do it ourselves. Nick Biggs is going to run that one in for a touchdown. Unfortunately, we may have left too much time on the clock. So we have to go for 2 here. And I have a play that I like to run a lot of the time. As long as Kerry Crisp is open, I think we can make this work. And he is. And that puts us up by a field goal, which makes me feel a whole lot better because as long as we don't give up a touchdown, we're good to go. Good leg here. I think we try to kick this thing inbounds roughly and try to force a return to eat a couple seconds off the clock, and that's exactly what I wanted out of the kick. As long as we cover this, and we do, we force him down at the 20-yard line, so they got to go an extra 5 yards, and we forced a little bit of time off the clock. So very, very good play there. We're going to go cover 2 man, and we're going to tell everybody to defend pass. I'm okay with them getting down inbounds, and apparently they're going to just, like, let the clock run. And another catch inbounds. And they finally take a timeout. So the Lions CPU not doing them any favors currently. I'm going to go quarter. If I can find a... Does quarter have a cover 4 in it? Cover 6 show 4. Yeah, that's fine. I'm okay with cover 6 show 4. Back up here. Sprint deep just to cover that guy because I saw he was getting open. That's going to take him up close to the 50-yard line. And I want to go quarter... Wait, quarter dollar? How about dollar? I was in dollar, didn't even realize it. Cover 4 drop. Everybody pass cover. I'm just sprinting back, making sure we cover somebody. That is going to count as getting out of bounds. Can I get to the linebacker? DeAndre Swift, got to make sure he's covered. Oh, we almost had the interception to seal the game. Almost a really good opportunity there. We're going to go ahead and go with man up 3 deep. Good pass rush. Forces the ball out of bounds. They've got 6 seconds and 1 timeout. We are going to press everybody because we don't want them to get into range. Good pass rush. Time is expiring. And we are going to just barely find a way to win this game. The Lions had no business losing that. We had no business winning that game, especially after our poor performance with all of our turnovers early in this one. We are going to come away victorious, though, with a lot of things to learn and a lot of things to build upon going into the next game. We know what we can and cannot do with Biggs, and we need to improve upon that performance because I think he is now at 6 touchdowns and 6 interceptions on the season. So 27-24. I hope you guys enjoyed that one. That one was actually a pretty exciting game. I enjoyed that one a lot. Hopefully you guys look forward to the next episode here in the franchise. I'll see you guys in the next one, and hope you have a good night.